listening to Angel Talk with Sue and your host, Sue Broom. Sue, take it away.
Thank you, Mark, and welcome everybody to Monday, Angel Talk with Sue. We are live every single Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thrive Talk Network. We have an exciting guest today. I will bring her on and introduce her in just a minute. There's a few things that I would like to announce. For today's show, we are taking questions in the chat box. So as you're listening on Thrive Talk Network, you'll see the chat box below and you can type in a question. So we'll be taking those questions live. And then also just something that I started on Facebook is an Angel Talk with Sue group. So anyone can join. All you have to do is go out to Facebook and you should be able to search for Angel Talk with Sue and you will see it. You can ask to join. It is a public group, but apparently I still have to approve everyone that comes in. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm not exactly sure what we're all going to find in there, but so far I've been posting all of the past shows of Angel Talk with Sue that are also located on Thrive Talk Network's YouTube. And we've also started a Meditate with the Angels. That's available at 7 a.m. Eastern on thrivetalknetwork.com. And then the replay should be out on YouTube for Thrive Talk about midweek. This week we did a really exciting one. It was manifesting. We used number 15 success card from the integration deck created by Diane Garris. And this week was a very special treat because it was Diane's music and Diane's meditation. So yes, I was actually reading this meditation where I usually just am asking the angels what to tell me about the card, but it's a beautiful meditation and really do this one. Find yourself some space. You'll need about a half hour to go through it and do it a couple different times. It's a perfect time of year, starting with 2017 and the One Energy. So you can find that on Thrive Talk Network's YouTube as soon as it's out there by midweek, or you can listen at 7 a.m. Eastern on thrivetalknetwork.com. So with that, I am going to bring on our special guest today, Sandy Sue, and she's going to be talking about feng shui and how easy feng shui is, and maybe she'll give us some tips. So if anybody has any feng shui questions, go out to thrivetalknetwork.com and you can put them in the chat box. So Sandy Sue, are you with us?
I'm with you. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
It's exciting, and it's always exciting when I can hear the guest come through too. So,
yes. Well, Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Very exciting. And yes, everyone that is up here in northern Arizona, or any place in Arizona for that matter, Sandy Sue is going to be one of the speakers at Jumpstart Your Healing Journey that's going to be up here in Prescott, Arizona, January 21st and 22nd of this year at the Hacienda Inn. So we're really, really excited, Sandy Sue.
Well, I'm excited too. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Lots of wonderful speakers.
We have 6 wonderful speakers, and you and I are 2 of them. Yay!
That's right. That's great.
So let me ask you now: how long have you been practicing with feng shui?
Well, feng shui came to my life in 1998 when I had a little day spa. And I had 10 massage therapists working for me at the time, and massage therapy was not popular then at all. Anyway, it's very popular now, as we all know, but then it wasn't. So we were struggling. And one of my clients went to California, and she got certified, and she told me what I needed to do. And so I started doing everything in the office, and surely within a month, my business doubled. And I thought, there's something to this feng shui. So I've been practicing it since 1998.
That's very cool. It doubled in a month?
It doubled within a month. So that came to me in October. My birthday was in November. So my employees bought me my very first feng shui book. And that was very complicated. Very complicated. Most of the books out there are very complicated. And then I had her come to my home because I was literally working 80 to 100 hours a week, just trying to keep the business going. And I wasn't paying myself. I was paying my employees and, all the bills for marketing and everything to really get the message about massage therapy and the benefits out into the North Valley and Phoenix, because that's where my office was located at the time. And she came to my house, and sure enough, I had bad feng shui going on in my home, too. But you can imagine after working 80 or 100 hours a week how bad my feng shui would be at my home. So we did my business, we did my home, and sure enough, it just changed my life completely. I do not work 80 to 100 hours a week now for sure.
That's so awesome. What, now, I practiced feng shui years ago. I mean, seriously, it's been, I think it was 2004 that I took a class, and it was the Western School of Feng Shui. So what kind of feng shui do you practice?
Yes, I primarily practice the Western because it seems to be the best in Phoenix, or, in Arizona is what I found. But I have clients around the world, and it's really easy because you're using it based on the bagua of the front door, and that's how the energy is actually coming into your home. And then I also practice what's called Flying Star, and that's when there is 5 auspicious, lucky stars, and then there's 4 challenging stars. And they move in the home every year. So, in a month is when the stars will be moving again, and we want to make sure that everything's balanced, and that's called Flying Star. And how I got involved with that is I was doing a consultation for someone in Michigan over the phone and the internet, and I told her I need you to take a picture of, each room as you're entering it, the front of the house, the back of the house. And she says, well, my camera was stolen. And I said, does your front door face west? And she said, yes. I said, well, I've just been learning the Flying Star, and if your house faces west, that is where the robbery star is. And it was like time after time I'd ask different clients things, because, of course, you learn a lot from your clients as you're learning something new. And
Right.
Sure enough, they would confirm things to me. And so then I started learning about the Flying Star. And then I got into the Chinese astrology. I'm a horse. And what animal are you, Sue?
I think I'm a rat.
A rat. What?
I think so. This is the thing. This is the thing that you see at Chinese restaurants on the menu, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's how I got into
Okay.
it. Yes.
Okay. Yes,
good.
I'm a rat.
Yes. Okay, good. And so we're complete opposites, which is wonderful because that's the yin and yang energy. So when you have complete opposites, you can get along with them as long as you keep compassion, keep your heart open. But we definitely see things differently whenever you're looking at someone that's the complete opposite, because you're at 12 o'clock on the clock as a rat, and as a horse, I'm at 6 o'clock, so it's completely the opposite. But in Feng Shui, whenever you start working with all the animals, the 12 different zodiac animals, you start to learn more about their characteristics and how to be more compassionate and to understand, that's how, they are, and to embrace it, because it actually empowers you to have everyone, all the animals, and harmonious around you, because it makes us a better, stronger tribe for sure. And
Absolutely.
It makes a big difference with harmony. I'm all about harmony, of course, being in Feng Shui.
And I am
I
being
also
a
do what's
Libra,
called.
so.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I'm about harmony too because I'm a Libra.
Exactly. Well, most healers are all about harmony, and all the listeners are too, I'm sure. And then the other thing that I bring into the consultation with my clients is what's called the 8 mansions, and it actually has created more billionaires and millionaires than any of the Feng Shui. So I use a combination of a few of them to make a big difference for my clients.
Wow, 8 mansions?
Yeah, so that's about being in your power direction. So we all have different power directions based on the year we were born. And if you're facing your power direction, then you have a wonderful energy coming in, because as we all know, energy comes into the front of our chakras, and well, actually, it comes out in the back of our chakras to the front. But whenever we have positive energy coming to us, then our chakras meet up with that energy, and it empowers us. If we're facing a depleting direction, then we have all that depleting energy coming to our chakras, and then we start to deplete. And sure enough, I've seen it because I have a lot of clients that their home is facing the wrong direction for their particular element. And they have money issues or health issues or relationship issues. And then they'll say, but the house that I lived in before, I had no problems. Well, that house they were facing in their power direction. So it's really important that everybody knows what their power directions are based on their house and the way that they're sitting. So I help my husband with real estate with our clients for the power directions, because even one of my clients that we all know, but I won't mention, she actually moved her business, and her business was very successful facing north. But when she moved her business and it was facing west, she actually started losing a lot of money, and she had to actually leave that location. So it's very powerful. I've seen it so many times with clients. It's amazing.
So is there a fix? Because, like where I live, I'm pretty sure like I'm facing northwest is kind of how I'm facing where the front door is. And I can't pick up and move my house. So
Right. So since we haven't done consultation, I don't know what your element is. Mm-hmm. If you feel that the house, because most of us, with our intuition, is pretty strong in knowing that the house isn't really energizing us the way we need to, then I would recommend hanging a feng shui bagua above the mirror, because that helps to push away any of the negative energy. And, of course, my favorite, because it's neighbor-friendly, well, for some neighbors, is putting out a wind chime, because that will deflect the energy, whereas every time the chimes go off, it raises the vibration of chi and deflects the negative energy.
Yay, I have one of those. I have a beautiful one out front, and I also have another one out back.
Oh, good. It's very important because it helps to push all those negative energies away. So that's great.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't heard of the Flying Star or the 8 Mansions. Those are really interesting. Because, like I said, I studied so long ago, and it was the Western school, which, I don't know why I didn't keep going with that, because it came really easy to me in learning it. But I think I was so much into angels and into energy work, and I think I just started flowing that way instead of
the angels were calling you, not the house.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's so funny.
Awesome.
Well, it sounds really exciting, and I really like how it came into your life. And if there were like one little tip that you could say to everybody not knowing how their house is laid out from a financial standpoint, is there something that you could say generically for everybody this would apply?
So for finances?
Yeah,
so
for finances.
So for finances, one, I would make sure that there's no trees touching your house or the fence, because the tree is the wood element, which is our money, okay? And our houses are yin energy, because that's what is man-made. And the outside is what God made, which is yang energy, okay, daytime energy. And if a tree is touching a house, it makes it even more yin, so it'll bring down the energy, and it makes it harder to attract money, health, relationships, travel, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. So I would go around looking at all the trees and make sure they're not touching the house or the fence. And I would prune them. In fact, the garden guy said for Arizona that this is a good time to prune trees because they like to be pruned during this time of year. Any branches that are coming down, you want to trim those, because when the energy is coming down with the branches, so is the money energy. So having branches going up is very, very important. And the house is important, but the land is more important. So I would say that would be the best thing financially, is to really go out there and see what's going on with your property and make sure all the tree branches are going up.
Oh, that's really cool. I rent, but we just had, maybe a month, 6 weeks ago, they had to take down 2 trees out front, which was really sad, but they just weren't getting enough water. And then he pruned the one in back. And I can't wait until it actually has leaves on it next year to see how phenomenal it's going to look, because it had never been pruned. And so it seemed like he took a lot off. But I think it's going to be really exciting to see how it looks all spiffied up in the spring and next summer. So I'm excited about that.
Post that. Yeah, please post that picture and tag me in it, because I'd like to see that as well. And it's so
you want to see it?
They got rid of those. Yeah, so whenever it comes in the spring, I would like to see it. But it's so important that they removed those trees for you, because that was affecting you negatively and the property. So even though it's sad to see the trees leave, if they're not healthy, then it's best that they leave, because it's affecting negatively. In fact, one of my clients, I was in her backyard, and I was telling her how this huge branch was going over her house and how bad feng shui it was, because it was actually coming down. And I told her, of course, with the dust storms that we get, well, a week later we had a dust storm, and that branch that I told her she needed to remove came down.
Oh, wow. Hopefully it didn't hurt anybody.
That is something happened.
Craziness.
Yeah, it is.
Well, so something that you've been mentioning, and I know what it is, but some of our listeners might not know what it is the Bagua.
The Bagua, yes. So that's the energetic blueprint that tells us where different energies live in your home. So if you stand at your front door with the Bagua, you'll know all the way to the far left corner is your money energy, and all the way to the far right is your love relationship energy. And then it also talks about knowledge and your career and where your travel and helpful people energy lives, and your health and your family and children and your reputation. And it's important to balance out the whole Bagua, because then we're working with the 5 elements. And Arizona lacks one of the 5 elements, which is water. It's not this week, because we're having lots of rain and snow, which is great to need it here. But we normally lack it. And we have an abundance of the fire element, which is the sun. So that's why so many people move to the state, is because of the fire element. The fire element's all about our heart and connecting with everybody. So most of my clients, they're lacking 1 or 2 of the elements in their home. And so that's what I go in there and I look at the different, areas, and I suggest what they need to do to balance out the Bagua energy using the 5 elements.
Very cool. Well, Miss Sandy Sue, we are going to take a short break in just a second here. But when we come back, we actually have a question on the web that Mark is going to read off to us. So hold that thought, and we'll get more into the Bagua and into the question. And everyone, you are listening live to Angel Talk with Sue, 1 p.m. Eastern every Monday on Thrive Talk Network. And today my guest is Sandy Sue, and we're talking about easy ways that feng shui can help you in your life. We'll be right back. Thank you.
You're live with Sue Broom.
Angel Talk with Sue on Thrive Talk Radio.
I would love to hear what the angels have to say. That would be great.
You're moving into more of a sacred contract with your higher self and the divine.
And you are an extremely gifted reader.
Whatever it is that you have, you can magically shift it and turn it into what you want.
It's just awesome experience.
You've been listening live to Angel Talk with Sue on Thrive Talk Radio every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Call in number 321-445-1488. I want you to thrive with that loving energy.
And you're back with Angel Talk with Sue Broom. Sue?
Thank you, Mark. And you said right before we went on break that we have a question from the web for Miss Sandy Sue. So can you read it off to us?
Absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
this is from Front Door Pro. Hi, ladies. I love, love, love the show. I'm remodeling.
Yay.
Yep. I'm remodeling. You got 3 loves. That's like 5 stars. That's a Yelp 5. I'm remodeling my home, and I have a choice of either putting the front entrance to the north or to the east. I am an artist, and I do most of my work from my home studio, so creativity is a must. Where is the best side to put my front door?
Well, that's a great question. So it depends really on what her element is. Because what I was talking about earlier, if your element is, so for instance, if your element is water, facing north is where the water element comes from, which is really good. So that would be good for her. But if she's not that element, then it's hard without knowing what element it is. Now, with that said, if she's going to work with the compass feng shui, which I do, I know about it, but I don't practice that. The compass would be facing west because west is where the creativity energy comes from. So it'd be better if I knew exactly what her element was to advise her the best way. But that's all I can say without knowing.
So, Sandy Sue, how do we find out? Like if this person were to call you for a client, you can definitely find out. But is there any other way that we can find out what our element is?
Well, the thing is there's so many different schools of feng shui out there that you could be one element in one school and you could be a different element in another. So I don't really like to advise because it gets too confusing for people. And I get that all the time, even with my clients that, they do a 2-page intake form and I'm able to see really what's going on energetically with them. Still, when they'll read something different, and just trust me, most of the things that you read out there are not correct. So the one thing I do want to say that's out there going on Facebook a lot lately is about those plants to help you sleep better. And in feng shui, we really don't want plants in the bedroom. And the reason is when it moves a millimeter, okay, and you're sleeping, that vibration, because everything's vibration, right? So when there's movement from a plant, that vibration goes throughout the room, it touches you, and guess what it does to you? It wakes you up. And to me, when I go to bed, I like to wake up in the morning, not throughout the night. I love my sleep. It's my favorite. And so there's a lot of things going on out there, how it's good to put these plants in their bedrooms, but it's not. So a lot of the things that people are putting out there is not accurate information. But what I tell people is try it, try it and see if it works for you because everybody is, different. And it really comes down to what a person believes because a belief will override, a lot of things. So try it.
So something that the Front Door Pro said is that there is water in front of the home. So
good.
Okay, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, but you want the water to flow towards the front door because then that is bringing the chi into your home. If it's flowing away from the front door, then it's taking energy away from you. Okay.
Very cool. So, there's in front of my house, I have the ditch. The ditch. So when it rains and rains and rains, I've seen the ditch kind of rise up. But now that's just moving left to right in front of my house, and it doesn't happen. Obviously, it doesn't happen very often. As you said, in Arizona, we lack the water. So
right, and up where you live, you get mostly wind, anyways, which is feng, invisible energy.
Well, and actually, I don't think up here we don't get the dust storms like you do in Phoenix.
Right, but because you guys you're kind of like on a plateau up there. Because I remember I used to live in Humboldt, and it's called Humboldt, but not Dewey Humboldt. Yep. And it was so windy up there all the time, especially in Prescott Valley. It was extremely windy.
Yeah, we do have our days. Okay, so one more comment. We got one more comment from Front Door Pro. She said it's a lake. It's a lake that she has in front.
Okay, then I would actually have the front door facing the lake, and that's what I would do because that's where the water accumulates energy, okay? So you want that energy to be in front of your front door so that it's coming into the house, definitely.
Oh, so very exciting. That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Thank you, Front Door Pro, and hopefully that will help you with your front door when you're doing your remodeling and bringing in the creativity and exciting times, it sounds like.
Yes.
So now one of the comments that you had made, Sandy Sue, is about that some of the books out there are difficult, and the first book that you had was a lot of stuff, but it seems to me that somebody named Sandy Sue just wrote a book on feng shui.
I did.
Yay!
And it's actually called Easy to Feng Shui.
Easy to feng shui.
It's easy to feng shui. So it really truly is easy. So it's a little booklet, and it has 32 pages, but it comes with 26 cards. And how you mentioned the Bagua earlier, it has 9 different cards for each Gua area, so you know what to do in the love area, in the money area, the health area, all those different 9 areas. And then the other cards are like for the kitchen and for the bedroom and for the bathroom, so you know what to do. So what you do is it's more like it's a book, but it's more like a tool. So you take these cards, and it's a fun adventure as well. And you go through the house, and you put those cards, so you put the card in the kitchen, it says kitchen, the one that says bathroom in the bathroom, and then the Gua, and then you do those different things, and you will feel the energy shift immediately. And they're really easy things to do. And most of the things you're already have in your home, they might not be in that particular room, but you have them in a different room. And especially for people that don't want to spend a lot of money on feng shui, just go through your home and look for that particular, color that's recommended in there, or look for that particular shape or the plant or whatever it is that is on that little card for recommendations. Look through your home, and you probably already have a lot of those things already. You just need to put them in the right areas.
That's very cool. I didn't realize that it was a little like a booklet with cards. That sounds very exciting.
It is fun. So much fun.
Now,
and a lot of my clients that I've had for a long time. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that a lot of my clients that I've had for several years, they really appreciate it too, because it's just so simple. Because I give so much information whenever I do a consultation that this helps to simplify it. And then I'm able to give even more information whenever I'm doing a consultation, because I give them a book as part of their consultation. So they're kind of getting like double the information, versus before I had the book published. So it's exciting.
It is. Now, are you going to have some of these books available when you come up for the Jumpstart Your Healing Journey in January?
Yes, I'm so excited to have them up there. And if anybody wants to pre-order them, then they can go to my website, which is easy2fengshui with sandysue.com, and I can sign it, because I know we're not going to have a lot of time, because there's lunch right after me. So I speak at 10:45 to 12:15, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, and then there's lunch. So I know there's not going to be a lot of time, because everyone needs to get their protein in before my friend Karen Winkleman starts to talk, which I love, Karen. She's a real wise dragon. She's my wise dragon. But yeah, I'll have them there. And if anybody wants to pre-order so that I can just go ahead and hand it to you and I can, sign it to you, I would be happy to do that.
Okay, very nice. And it's actually, so yes, you're at 10:45, and then after lunch we have Karen Diane, and she actually was on the show back in December 19th, and her replay is out on Thrive Talk Network's YouTube channel. And Karen Winkleman, she starts at 3:15, and she was also on the show back in earlier December, and her replay is also out on YouTube and available for replay right now. And for anybody that is on Facebook, if you want to go to Angel Talk with Sue, I've been reposting all of the replay links out there as well. So just another way to track down all of the guests that we've been having. So it's going to be so much fun. So much
Oh,
fun.
it is. I can't wait. I had fun last time I came up and spoke with you guys. It was tons of fun.
Oh, well, Prescott, yeah. We're fun up here.
Yeah, my old neck of the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, because Dewey, if you were in Dewey Humboldt or in Humboldt, yeah, that's just right down the street from me, basically.
Yeah, I moved
So,
up there in sixth grade, and then after I graduated, I came back to the city.
yeah. I loved living out in Dewey. One of the things that the sunrises and sunsets were absolutely beautiful out there. But it was like, it seemed like it was forever to get any place. So,
Exactly. Especially back when I lived there, because it's grown so much since I left in the 80s. It's grown a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's
now
civilized now.
yeah. Well, and they even have a library. They have a Main Street and a library.
Wow. Yeah, they only had Safeway. When I was up there, they only had Safeway in Prescott Valley, and that was it. That was a highlight.
We have so much more. Well, so now you were talking about the Chinese astrology. And one of the things that I think that this plays right into the Chinese astrology is the Chinese New Year is coming up the end of January. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm going to be hosting the Chinese New Year of the Fire Rooster Festival. And that's January 28th, and it's a free event. We're going to have over 40 vendors, food trucks, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, lion dancers are going to be there, which is going to be fun, martial art performers, psychic readers, healers. And then I'll be speaking at 1 o'clock about the Chinese New Year, of what where your love luck lives in your home this year, and what you need to do to protect yourself so you don't get robbed, and all those fun things. And then also about the animals. So what animals are the luckiest this year, and which ones. We're going to have some challenges, but if they do a few things that I recommend, then they'll be just fine. And then I have Jane Elizabeth speaking at 2:15, and she's going to talk about the Western astrology, which is so similar to the Eastern. So there's a lot of connections there. And then our friend, Karen Martin Winkelman, will be talking about the numerology of 1, which you mentioned earlier in the show. It's so exciting that this year is the 1 vibration, because it's all about new beginnings. And, really having really good feng shui makes a big difference, because feng shui affects 1/3 of your life. And whatever your home message is that you're sending out to the universe, well, that's what's going to come back to you. So it's real important that everybody gets really balanced with their feng shui. And, of course, Jamie Clark. We all love Jamie Clark. He'll be speaking at 4:45. So it's going to be a really fun event.
So now the
beautiful.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's at the beautiful North Mountain Visitor Center, which is surrounded by mountains. And in feng shui, mountains mean support, but it's also the dragon energy. So I'm so excited to have it at this event, at this place, actually.
Very exciting. And yes, I most likely will be at that event as well. Pretty quick. Okay, so before I ask the question I was going to ask, we have another question on this. Oh, the question. The question on the site doesn't have to do with feng shui, so I will answer that question in a little bit. Okay. So I am going to ask the question. This is kind of a generic question with the fire rooster, because right now we're in the year 2016 was the year of the monkey, right?
Right.
Okay, so from transitioning from the year of the monkey to the fire rooster, what are some of the kind of generic higher level things that we as a whole could expect?
Well, the last year was the monkey. You've heard the expression monkey mind, right?
Yes.
And everybody, a lot of people have had the monkey mind this year. In fact, a lot of my clients have told me they haven't been meditating as much as they have in the past. And that's the monkey mind energy that we're saying goodbye to which is good. But with the rooster talks a lot. In fact, if you're in a group of people, whoever's talking the most, I'll bet you that they're the rooster energy, or they were born the month of the rooster or the hour of the rooster. They have some type of rooster energy about them. So with talking, there's going to be a lot, and I'm not into politics, trust me, but I am aware of them. And there's going to be a lot of talk, just like how there has been a lot of talk about politics. There's going to be a lot of talking going on this year, which is good because then things will change. If people are not talking, things don't change. So there's definitely going to be a lot of change this year, but we have to be careful when we are talking to people because it could get us in trouble. And what happens is when we say things that we shouldn't, either verbally or on Facebook or in a contract or whatever, it can come back to haunt us. So we have to be very careful with the words that we use this year.
Oh, that's
because
interesting.
the rooster can talk a little too much and get themselves in trouble. In fact, if you ever do need an attorney, though, which hopefully nobody ever does because that's not a fun road to go down, you definitely want to have a rooster attorney because they will win, because they can out-talk any of the other 11 animals.
Oh, wow.
So interview them and say, are you a rooster?
Oh, that is so funny. Yeah. Yes, I won't get into politics either, but it seems we may have a rooster among us.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's interesting though with the monkey mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I knew he was going to win because Master Hong, he's the grandmaster. He comes in to Arizona, and I go and I listen to him so I can give more information to everybody about what's going on. And he has an interpreter because he speaks Chinese with a little bit of English. And he told us, because of the year of the monkey, that the pig and the dog would be, in running. And the dog actually had more luck this year than the pig. And Donald Trump is the dog, and Hillary is the pig. And sure enough, my clients that are the pig, they've noticed it's been a little bit challenging. Not as challenging if they wouldn't have done any feng shui, because the feng shui definitely lifts your energy, so that it feels more like a pebble of a problem versus a boulder of a problem,
Right.
And sure enough, he won because he had that luck of the dog energy going on. So it's very fascinating. And most of our presidents have been oxes, like I call him Bahama Mama. That's our president. But now, no disrespect, I just like to have fun. But he is an ox, and so it's very interesting.
Oh wow, it is. Yeah, this year I think is going to be a really exciting year playing out, and it's just hang on to your socks. And one of the things you said, very careful with your words. I did a class. I think it was last year. I think I did it last year and the year before. Is talking. It was a power of our words, and I'm going to be putting it on as a webinar so I can make it available to a lot more people. But our thoughts, our words, are so very important. So, yay! And that pertains to everybody. Be very careful with your words.
Yeah, because they either energize you or deplete you. So I'm glad that you have that available for everybody, because it's very important this year that they are very careful with their words.
Yes. Awesome. So, Miss Sandy Sue, we're going to pause on that. We are going to take another break, and the question that is on the website, I'm going to actually answer and pull a couple cards on the break. But you are listening live to Angel Talk with Sue, available at Thrive Talk Network every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And today, my guest is Sandy Sue, giving us some easy feng shui tips. So we'll be right back. Thank you.
Hi, this is Jay Grace, and I'm really excited about a new show with our host, Sue Broom. Her show is Angel Talk with Sue, and it's going to be Mondays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Her debut is this coming Monday, so join her. Thank you.
these challenging times, everyone needs a little guidance. The Virtual Psychic Fair is a once-a-month special online event where you can get the expert guidance you seek. Visit us at the Virtual Psychic Fair, www.virtualpsychicfair.com, or call toll-free at 888-626-7386.
Hi, this is Jay Grace, creator and host of Thrive with Jay Grace. This is a live variety talk show program that I'm very excited to produce for you. It's all about entertaining and always encouraging you to live the thriving life that you deserve. Remember, that's Thrive with Jay Grace, Thursdays live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it is your time to thrive.
And you're back with Angel Talk with Sue Broom. Sue?
Thank you, Mark. And yes, you are listening live to Angel Talk with Sue on Thrive Talk Network, available every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And today we have a special guest, Sandy Sue, giving us some easy feng shui tips. Sandy Sue is going to be one of the speakers, one of the 6 fabulous speakers up here in Prescott, Arizona, January 21st and 22nd for the 2-day workshop, Jumpstart Your Healing Journey. So, Sandy Sue, are you still with us?
I'm still here, Sue.
Yay! So one of the things that we were ending right before we took a break was for people to be very careful with their words. And one of the things that I had done a blog, probably 5 years ago now, about gratitude and appreciation and focusing on the positive things. And I always said, find it yourself a buddy, because sometimes you don't even realize what comes out of your mouth unless somebody says, hey, Sue, did you realize what you just said? Does that happen to you too?
Not as much as it used to. And the only reason is because I do what's called resonance repatterning, and it's kind of like an internal feng shui, and I've been doing that since 1999. And it's all about, resonating with what you want. And that was some of the first sessions that I did, was being very clear on my words and my thoughts. And the reason is, that's why I'm so excited about what you have to offer everybody about being careful with your words, is that my dad, he always said, I'm going to work to the day I die. And guess what? He died on a Friday. And he was working. So I was like, I really need to be careful with what I say. And I remember when I was telling you earlier how I used to work $80 to $100 a week. Well, I kept telling God, I need a break. Well, I wasn't specific. I really meant a vacation. And instead, I broke my leg.
Oh, no.
So between breaking my leg by me saying those words and then what my dad said, I've been very clear on my words. And the thoughts, too, because, thoughts are energy, and everything either is energizing you or depleting you. And that's what I'm going to be sharing a lot whenever I talk on the 22nd. Is it 22nd or 21st?
You're talking on the 21st.
Yeah, 21st. Yeah, on that Saturday, is how your home is either energizing you or depleting you, and I will give different recommendations of what to do in order to shift that energy. So it's going to be tons of fun.
And I'm assuming that everybody that's going to be there is going to get they can walk away with, hey, this is what I can do to bring feng shui into my life, whether it's in my thoughts, whether it's in my home, whether it's on my property, whether it's in my business, all of the above, right?
Exactly. They're going to have so much information. They're going to be very glad that they came. So I would definitely put it on your calendar to come to the event, because I'll be sharing tons of information that day. And it's going to be tons of fun as well.
And for those of you that want to purchase tickets right now, if you go out to spiritinmotionexpo.com, you'll see the Jumpstart right on the front page of the website, and you can purchase your tickets right now. Yay! So, yay. Well, are there any last minute feng shui tips that you would like to give everyone before I let you go and do the meditation?
Yes, definitely. So since, we just had our new year, yesterday, and the Chinese New Year is coming on the 28th. I love how we have a second chance with the Chinese New Year. I would use this whole month. I use this whole month to get really clear on what you're wanting, and then start clearing the clutter in your home and in your mind. Now, a lot of people will clear the clutter for their guests to see, but what they'll do is they'll put it in, closets and drawers, and they have tons of junk drawers. And what happens is the drawers and the closets are actually your unconscious mind. And how you mentioned earlier how you need a friend, a buddy, whenever you want to change the way you talk, it's because most of us are running off of 80% of the unconscious. And if we have all this junk and clutter in our closets and in our drawers, then we're going to continue doing that. But the more we clear out everything in the home, even the things that are hidden, then it's going to build the consciousness. In fact, when Jamie Clark, I've seen him, I don't know, about 4 years. I mean, I see him every year for a private consultation with him. But I think it was 4 or 5 years ago how he was saying that the feng shui really builds your consciousness. And so really just clearing out all the clutter is going to build your consciousness for this year, but it's also going to create space for what everybody's wanting to manifest this year. So that's what I would recommend. So, look at things and ask yourself, do I love it? If you don't love it, and if it doesn't make you feel like an 8, 9, or 10, then you need to let it go. But if it makes you feel like a 5, then that's the vibration you're living in life is a 5. And I want everybody to live a 9, 10 vibration to be really happy and harmonious. So just go through your home, ask yourself if you love it, and if you're using it, and if you do, keep it. But if it's no longer serving you, then you need to donate it, or sell it. Have a party, have a lot of your friends come over and exchange things that you guys don't want anymore. It's tons of fun, and it makes a big difference because, like when I was a massage therapist, I would explain to my clients that the body is like a river, and it's the same with the home. And if you have tight muscles in your body, then the river, the blood, our lifeline, isn't able to flow correctly. And that's the same with our homes. If we have clutter in our home, it's like throwing garbage in a river, and it blocks the flow. So you really need to clear all that energy out. The more chi comes into your life and makes you happy.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the visual, as you were saying that, the visual that I had that I just heard, and this is more of a what we can send loving energy to in 2017 is the oceans. So as you're talking about the flow and the throwing garbage in your home is like throwing garbage in the lake or the in the river, and sending loving energy to our oceans because there's a lot of garbage going in. So
unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's awesome. So go through your house, everybody. I have been clearing slowly, but because I kind of am a little bit of a clutter bug. Yes, I just admitted that live on radio.
But you're right. That's your nature.
That's true.
So, yeah.
So Sandy Sue, I need your help.
The horse will come up and rescue you, Rat.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, yeah. Well, thank goodness it's just a rat and not a pack rat like we have up here.
Right.
Oh, anyway. Well, Sandy Sue, I so much appreciate that you came on today. And again, for being one of the guest speakers, one of the fabulous 6 speakers that we're having at the Jumpstart Your Healing Journey up here in Prescott Valley, January 21st and 22nd at the Hacienda Inn. Yay! Come and listen to Sandy Sue with Heal Your House, Heal Your Life, Easy to Feng Shui Tips. And then stay for Sunday and listen to me talk about experience the magic of healing with your angels. So it's going to be a magical 2 days.
Yes. How fun.
It is. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you asking me.
Yes, absolutely. And I will let you know when the replay is out there. And do me one favor, send me all of the links that you would like associated with YouTube. So we'll make sure that all the listeners have that information. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you. Merry
Okay.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was exciting, and I can feel the energy flowing. So thank you. I really appreciate that Sandy Sue came on. So hopefully there's the rest of you that are still with us right now. We're going to bring our energy down just a little bit. And we're going to do just a quick meditation like I like to do at the end of the show. And the music that you're going to be listening to is by Diane Garris. So I absolutely love her music, and I'm really glad that we can use it for the show. So thank you so much, Miss Diane. So for all of you that are listening, whether you're listening live or to one of the replays, that's totally fine. We're going to do a little different meditation. The angels gave it to me yesterday, and it really helps clear things out, but also energize you. So I'd like you to go ahead and get into a very comfortable position. And if you're driving, please don't close your eyes, but you can pull off the road if you want. But close your eyes and feel your body get very comfortable. Can feel it getting more and more comfortable into the chair you're sitting in, or if you're laying down, sinking a little bit deeper into the bliss. And take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allowing all of the stresses, all of those tight muscles that Sandy Sue was referring to, just allow them to get very loose. Let any stresses fall away, any anxiety that you might have, any anxiety about feng shui, about some of the things that Sandy Sue was saying, or about any of the clutter you might have in your home. Just let it all wash away right now. Just wash away. And I always like to make sure that we connect with the divine through our crown chakra, feeling that energy coming in and feeling the connection with Mother Earth through our feet, all connecting to our heart space. So we have the divine and Mother Earth connecting with us, our presence, our very essence. And while we're in this comfortable space, we're still in the Mercury retrograde, so we may still be reworking or redoing or revamping. We've had the transition from 2016 to 2017, but we also have the Chinese New Year coming up the end of January. So there's still some transitioning that's going on. And what I'd like you to imagine is any old things that you're ready to let go of, any things that no longer serve you. Just allow these to flow down through your feet into the roots that you have growing from your feet, and allow this energy to just flow to Mother Earth. She can transition it to love, transmute it to love. She knows what to do with it. Just allow these old things to just flow right out of our bodies. Can feel them just float away. You might feel some energy flowing through your body, down through your legs. And continue to let these old things just wash away. And now I'd like you to bring in at the same time, all of this happening at the same time. I'd like you to bring in the new energy of 2017. So imagine the new energy of 2017 coming in through the top of your head with this new excitement, the new energy coming in through your body, flowing down through your body. And as this new energy is coming in and washing through your body, if there's any residual things from 2016, from the old things that you're letting go, you can feel it just pushing gently through your body, the new exciting energy of 2017 is coming in, washing the old away. You might feel a warmth coming through your body. You might feel this energy just pouring from the crown of your head, the top of your head, all the way through your body. There may be some residual things that you might feel it fall away as the day goes on, as the next few days go on. Can feel it, the exciting energy of 2017, surging with all the new ideas, all the new things that are coming, the new opportunities coming your way. So allow this energy of 2017 to continue washing in through your crown, washing through and allowing 2016 and anything that you're releasing, allow it to flow through, washing down into Mother Earth. Just allow this loving energy, this exciting new energy to wash through your body. As you're slowly coming back into your body now, you can wiggle your toes and wiggle your hands, wiggle your head from side to side. And if you're enjoying these meditations that I do at the end of the show, make sure you listen to Meditate with the Angels on Thrive Talk Network, 7 a.m. Eastern every single day, or you can go out to Thrive Talk Network to their YouTube channel, and the meditations will be posted out there as well. If you enjoy listening to me and would like to get a private session with me, you can go out to SueBroom.com. Check out my website, sign up for my blog, send me an email at sue@SueBroom.com. We can set up a private session. So as you're coming back into your bodies, thank you so much for listening today to Angel Talk with Sue. We are live every Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern on Thrive Talk Network. And today our guest was Sandy Sue. She was giving us some easy 2 feng shui tips. And the replay for today's show will be out on YouTube, on Thrive Talk Network's YouTube channel by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. Thank you so much, everyone. Happy New Year, whether it's Chinese or just moving into 2017. You've been listening live to Angel Talk with Sue.